In this video, we're going to walk through the global settings in Pro ArpSeq. These are the controls that affect everything, every preset, every pattern, every note that comes out of the plugin. If the arpeggiator and sequencer are the engine, this is the control panel that decides how it behaves. Let's start with Retrig. Retrig controls what happens when you play notes. In continuous mode, the engine starts from step 1 when nothing is playing, but once it's running, adding more notes won't reset it. In one-shot mode, it starts from step 1, but the next time you play, it continues from wherever it left off. With Retrig set to off, the sequence never resets at all. It just keeps moving forward, regardless of what you play. So this one setting alone can completely change how the instrument feels under your fingers. Next is loop. When loop is on, the engine repeats continuously. It will always cycle back to step 1. When loop is off, it plays once and stops, simple on the surface. But it becomes more interesting when combined with hold. Hold determines whether the engine keeps playing after you release the keys. When hold is off, everything stops as soon as you lift your fingers. When hold is on, it keeps running indefinitely. However, if loop is off, hold doesn't really do anything, because it only plays once anyway. So these controls don't just work individually, they interact with each other. Now let's look at recording. In Arpeggiator mode, when you enable record, you can choose how many bars to capture, or just record a single loop. Recording starts as soon as you play notes. And once it's finished, you can drag the results straight into your DAW. It's a quick way of turning performance into editable MIDI. In sequencer mode, recording works in two ways. Preset recording captures what the plugin is generating internally. External recording captures MIDI coming from your DAW. You can record a single loop or keep recording continuously until you stop it. So whether you're capturing ideas or building structured parts, it's all there. The preview function gives you a built-in sound source. You can switch between a sine wave and a saw wave, which means you can hear exactly what's happening without needing to load a synth. It's simple, but very effective when you're designing patterns. Trigger Bank is a performance feature that allows you to assign different patterns to specific keys, so they can be triggered or switched in real time while you're playing. It effectively turns the keyboard into a way of navigating and controlling multiple patterns on the fly. This is a powerful part of the plugin and deserves proper focus, so it will be covered in detail in a separate video. Now let's talk about control. Across all the knobs and sliders, you can hold Control on Windows or Command on Mac to make fine adjustments. This slows everything down, giving you much more precision. You can reset any value by right-clicking the mouse and selecting the default option. Moving on to the main parameters. Transpose shifts the entire output up or down in semitones, within a range of -24 to +24. It's a quick way to change key without touching your input. Steps defines how long your sequence is, from 1 step all the way up to 128. Short sequences feel tight and repetitive. Longer ones give you evolving patterns. Speed controls how fast the sequence runs relative to your DAW. You can slow it right down or push it much faster, depending on the feel you're after. Swing adds groove by shifting the timing of every second step. At low values, it's subtle. Push it further, and it becomes much more rhythmic and expressive. Gate and offset shape the timing of each note. Gate controls how long the note plays, and offset controls when it starts within the step. Together, these two give you a lot of control over the feel of the sequence. Velocity controls how strongly notes are played. Velocity bias is where things get more expressive. This blends between the velocity programmed in the step and the velocity from your MIDI input. At one extreme, everything is fixed and consistent. At the other, it fully reflects how you play. Anywhere in between gives you a balance of both. Note length sets how long each step lasts and can be overridden when needed. In arpeggiator mode, range controls how many octaves your chord is spread across. Increasing the range expands the chord and creates more notes, which can make patterns feel bigger and more complex. In sequencer mode, bend range is an information field that shows the current pitch bend range set in your DAW. This directly determines the maximum slide distance available between notes in the sequencer. The main menu in Pro ArpSeq is where you access everything that sits around the core workflow. It's not about building patterns directly. It's about getting to the tools, information and options that support how you use the plugin. A simple left click opens it up, and from there, everything is laid out clearly. You've got Manual, which takes you to the full documentation if you want the detailed reference. Then Tutorials, which takes you to the video guides. So whether you prefer reading or watching, both are right there. Next is Buy Pro ArpSeq, where you can activate the plugin or enter your license key. And Buy Presets, which takes you to additional preset packs if you want to expand your library. Then there's Settings, which gives you access to the global configuration, which is documented fully in the online manual. And About, where you can check version details, licensing information, and any remaining trial time. So overall, the main menu is the control center for everything outside of pattern creation. It keeps all the essential stuff in one place, easy to reach, and out of the way when you don't need it.